Earlier this week, leader of the opposition, Allen Chastanet, was just trying to have a bit of fun with some kids in full view of social media. From riding in the back of a pickup to drinking coconut water, projecting relatability is historically one of his most important tactics. Later this week, Prime Minister Honorable Philip J. Pierre elected to have a bit of fun with Allen Chastanet's attempts at skipping.
I don't have time to play tiki-talk. I don't have time to play marbles. You know why? Because every day I get up, I think about making your life better. So I don't have time to play. I played marbles when I was a boy. When I was a boy, I did things like a boy. Now when I'm a man, I do things like a man. So I don't have to do.
Mocking Chastanet's continued attempts at relatability and efforts to sway the electorate in his favor, the Prime Minister says he has no time for games and his policies speak for themselves. Pierre notes that his time is spent trying to curate a better life for Saint Lucians through policy and project implementation.
So, excuse me if I'm not playing marbles. Excuse me if I'm not playing tiki-talk. Let me tell you what I'm doing. In the Parliament on Thursday, resolution number 2025, we reduce the cost of living for you, the people of Saint Lucia. That is the work that I'm doing for you. That is the work I'm doing to improve your quality of life. That is the work I am doing because I want you, the people of Saint Lucia, to have a better life.
The Prime Minister at Tuesday's town hall in Dennery North made it abundantly clear that the men and women from his cabinet convene every Monday with one common goal, the well-being of the population. From the time he assumed office, the Prime Minister and his cabinet of ministers has implemented several policies in favor of those most vulnerable in society and to ease the burden of the impacts of global unrest on citizens. The most recent is pension plans for fisherfolk.
So we're going to work with the NIC, the National Insurance Corporation, to have a pension scheme. The first time in the history of Saint Lucia, we will see if we can give fisher people, the people who go out there and face the rough seas and face the challenges of the ocean, we will see if we can pay them a pension when they get to the pension age. That is the work we are doing for you, the people of Saint Lucia.
This was a clear example of how Papi Show becomes politics in the pre-election period. Papi Show politics has been perennially panned for prioritizing personalities and the most pathetic predilections over policy. However, without Papi Show, political observers may be tempted to overlook the quirks of personality and character that provide an insight into the difference between who politicians want us to think they are and who they actually are. Prime Minister Pierre, after Papi Showing Chastanet, quickly pivoted from Pekong back to policy, perhaps to re-emphasize the significant differences between himself and his rival. For Choice News Now, I am Chelsea Chastanet.